of Lights, and joining us now in the Element Wealth studios atop the downtown area of Cleveland is the interim president of Delta State University, Dr. Butch Caston. Thanks for coming on, Dr. Caston. Appreciate you being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes,
Glad
sir.
to be here.
Yes, sir. A little chilly out here.
A little chilly.
But what a beautiful setting this is here in downtown Cleveland.
It is. This is a great day. It's a great time for Cleveland.
Yes, sir. All right, so Delta State, how long have you been in this role of interim president?
July 1 to present, and the plan is that I would go through June 30.
Okay.
It's a one-year appointment.
Okay. And
during which time the board does its search for another permanent president.
So are we talking about the IHL board? Okay,
IHL
yeah,
board.
right. That's what I thought. Right. And so I assume that process is underway now?
Underway.
Okay. Yeah. And so what about your association with Delta State? It goes obviously prior to that, right? The last 5 months, I should say.
1963.
Wow, that is awesome.
I came here as an 18-year-old as a student athlete playing football.
That is awesome.
From Baton Rouge.
And then, remained on?
Finished a degree, did a master's degree, taught and coached during that time, went to Hattiesburg to do a doctorate, became assistant superintendent in Hattiesburg, and stayed in that position and taught part-time graduate courses in Hattiesburg. And Kent White brought me back.
Okay. Well, I got to assume then, Dr. Caston, that the university has a special place in your heart.
As does Cleveland. I love them both. I really don't see it separate.
Okay.
It's a combined one concept.
Yeah.
It's a team. It's a community. Campus community, in-town community.
And that's such a good point. Delta State, as is typically the case with universities, especially in smaller communities, they're so vital, so critical to the success of those communities.
Yeah. Well, to the success of either. You know, if you want to talk separately about it, I don't know what Delta State would do without Cleveland. And I don't know what Cleveland would do without Delta State.
It makes sense. Yeah. So they're inextricably linked, I think we could say. You got a lot of great stuff going on at Delta State.
We do.
Yeah. Anything in particular you want to talk about? Let's start with football. How about that?
I want to start with football. Goodness, how good has that been?
Incredible.
And I was just frantically trying to figure out how I could get to Dallas and back if we played for the national championship.
Would that be cool?
And meet all the obligations and all the commitments that were on the calendar. And so that had a way of taking care of itself. But we had a championship year. And actually, the last game, in my opinion, I thought we had it won. And our tank started to run low on fuel. It appeared. So I'm real proud of our players and coaches.
11-2, 6-1 in the conference, right?
That's it.
And then head coach Todd Cooley named Gulf State's Conference Coach of the Year.
That's wonderful.
Isn't that incredible?
And he deserves it.
Sure.
Man, he is a wonderful coach. And our quarterback received accolades as well.
Yep, saw that.
Shegog from Batesville, and he is a super person.
Even better.
A great citizen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Offensive Player of the Year.
That's it.
First since 2011, I believe, to win that distinction.
That's it.
Let's see, passed for 21 touchdowns, had a completion percentage of 65.6%. And produced 2,480 passing yards. That's a pretty productive season, I would say.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
And it's incredible now that if you look at just how football has evolved, you being an old football player, it has become more of a passing game and certainly more of a balanced offensive game, and that you could have a quarterback of that magnitude, of that talent, of that caliber, at a Division I program, I think, or Division II program, just speaks to just how really good college football, college athletics, and how much it's evolved through the years.
Yeah. Delta State has had a strong history of success.
Sure.
In athletics, and especially football, women's basketball. We've won national championships in most every sport.
Yeah.
Still lacking one, maybe, but
yeah,
maybe we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And an absolutely storied, rich history in baseball, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember growing up, it was really, I think, the top program in the state, honestly, at the college level, of all colleges back in those days. Still outstanding.
Well, I can remember when we played SEC schools here.
I do too.
And
beat them.
We did well.
I know.
I remember one year the number one draft choice, the St. Louis Cardinals, was one of our pitchers.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big left-hander.
A bit of off the subject trivia, but I used to play competitive softball with Coach Mike Kennison, believe it or not, a long time ago. And what a competitor he is, and what a great coach as well. All right, let's turn our attention to academics. So tell us what's going on with the accountancy program. You've got a couple of new benefactors, right?
Well, we do. We've established a special award for John Kwan and John Yurko in the accountancy program. It was officially named after them for years. And I can remember in the 60s as a student when both of those gentlemen were on the faculty. And I was an English major.
Okay.
Because I didn't do well in accounting, being one reason. But the campus knew those two men.
Okay.
And it's a characteristic of Delta State. Don't come here if you don't want to be known, because you will become known. That faculty will know everything. I had, when I married in my senior year, I had a professor to show up at my house with a space heater. He said, I just thought I'd stop by. You think you have use for this? I said, I sure do.
That's awesome.
It's that kind of very personalized relationship building.
And the university offers a couple of features, a couple of really unique programs. The commercial aviation program is one in particular.
Mm-hmm.
I actually am a private pilot and was trained by a graduate of that program back in Jackson, where I'm from. And so you've produced lots of graduates in that area that have gone on to have incredible, successful careers in the aviation industry. And then you've got the entertainment industry as well is one that gets a lot of focus and a lot of notoriety.
Awards.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
The aviation program is so critical to us. It's one of the gems that we have. And we have numerous gems. It's I'm a bit reluctant to start enumerating 1, 2, 3, 4 because I may miss someone on the list who deserves to be there.
Sure.
But the aviation program is attracting a lot of attention. For example, Senator Hyde Smith was key in bringing a $2 million funding to Delta State and one of the local ag businesses here to train ag pilots.
Wow.
And so that $2 million over 3 years will provide 30 trained ag pilots.
Wow, that's awesome. Desperately needed too.
Very badly needed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a unique program that honestly is known certainly throughout the nation, maybe throughout the world.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, it speaks for itself, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Before we go, we got just a few seconds here. The Entertainment Industry Studies program. You recently won an award, Billboard Magazine's top music business schools in 2022. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. That says it all.
It's awesome,
right?
isn't it?
Yeah, it is awesome. And that's not so new, the matter of excellence.
Yeah.
It's had that reputation for any number of years, and we look forward to bigger and better.
That sounds good. Well,
Yeah.
Sounds like you got it going on up here, Dr. Caston. Appreciate you coming on middays and giving us an update on all the great stuff at Delta State University, sir.